check this shit out. Oh, I am. I'm part of the military. Hey, man. Hey, dude. Let me ask you something. How you in the military? Well, hold on a second. You in the military? I mean, because you dress like this. I'm prior military. So, how are you going to be in a uniform like this? That hat don't even go with that uniform, and yet you're wearing a military uniform.
What are you talking about?
You prior military, right? You in the military? Because I was in the military. I served this country, and I don't walk around looking like a douchebag. You know what? This is and this is totally uncool. This is called stolen. This is called stolen valor. You can't.
Protecting us to where you can videotape that phone that's giving you free.
You know what? I'm prior military myself, ma'am. I'm a combat veteran. Because you know what? Because you can't be like this.
You know what? Thank you for serving our country.
He didn't serve. He didn't serve this. He didn't serve this country.
He's serving it now, dude.
That. Excuse me, ma'am. That's not even a uniform. That's not even a uniform that's used anymore.
Stop.
You're going to say something to me? This isn't even a uniform that's even used anymore.
No, it's not. But you know what? You know what?
You know what? This is called stolen valor.
Yeah,
Listen, this is called stolen valor.
But this,
you know, I have an issue with it. I'm prior military. I'm a combat vet.
But this is
Ma'am,
a public place, guys.
you know what?
You have your
I'm a
opinion,
combat vet.
And you have your opinion.
I'm a combat vet. I had friends that died.
My son's leaving in October to Korea.
Okay, I have
He's in
friends.
Fort Hood. Are you
I have
saying
friends
that-
that died.
You know
Man,
what? You know you're
this
having
isn't.
a conversation
You know
because
what?
of my dad being in
Guys,
World
you
War II.
guys,
You know
you
what?
guys, we need
This
you to
isn't.
stop.
You know what?
You
This
guys,
isn't.
hold
This
on.
isn't right.
We need
Hold
you guys
on,
to stop. All right.
dude. You're a douchebag.
All right, sir,
You know what? Fuck you.
Please, sir, please.
That's called a douchebag move.
I got a question to ask you. You were talking last night that you used to jump out of airplanes?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you go to jump school again?
Actually, I didn't. I was in Spain, Australia, Sicily. I actually trained more private for jumps because I loved it. Then they incorporated jumps into our missions.
Okay, so then you...
I'm supposed to be strictly ground.
Okay.
Drop in, lift out.
Okay.
But we started incorporating... We were a brand new unit that they're building up.
What brand?
Air Force.
Okay.
We were specialized aircraft downages. And we normally went in by bird or aircraft set downs.
Okay.
But then I went to private jump school. A couple of my other guys went to jump because we were crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, 20 years old, nothing hurts us. And then the military incorporated. So we did do some in Pendleton and some up in Fort, can never remember, North Dakota.
Okay. You did what?
Jumps and slides.
Right. So, what, you said 20 years ago?
More like 25.
25 years ago? And so you didn't go to an official military jump school?
No, Air Force doesn't have an official, didn't have an official jump school. Just pilot training.
Okay.
Jumps.
Okay.
Not like the Rangers or the other militaries who had the jumps. I played on the towers. I played on the courses.
You know what I don't understand is that if you see my ring here, I'm a U.S. paratrooper.
So you served in the military then?
Yeah.
You're a real jumper.
I've got 32 years in right
thank
now.
you for your service.
32 years in right now.
Thank you for your service.
32 years.
What you do to your arm?
And, what do you mean?
Shaking.
Oh, I've got benign hand tremors.
Okay.
Yeah.
What branch were you in?
Army.
Army, okay.
Yeah.
Ranger?
No, U.S. paratrooper, 82nd Airborne.
82nd Airborne, okay. I had a
17 out of 22 and a half years.
Well, I have my son's friend is one of the first Airborne.
Okay.
He is,
Actually, your unit was one of our main protectors.
Yeah.
Because you're the only ones who can get where we were.
Yeah.
Wow. Him and I never went to the front line.
What I don't understand though,
Well, we walked backwards to it.
What I can't figure out is that in 1983, when I joined the service, the only airborne school that there was, and still is at Fort Benning, Georgia.
It's the #1 school and always will be.
Right. And all of the Air Force put their
Pilots.
candidates, anybody that they wanted to jump out of any aircraft through our school. So what I don't understand is how that was more than 25 years ago, but yet 25 years ago, how you weren't qualified to go through a jump school. You can't bypass jump school and jump in any service.
Right.
So how were you able to bypass a jump school?
That I can't answer directly because I'm not sure. But I've only done, for the military, I only did one jump. And that wasn't on purpose.
What was
It was
the
either
one
jump or crash.
What was the one jump that you did?
Jump or crash.
Okay.
That's the only thing. I've had a lot of hours on private. I've actually jumped out of...
What military aircraft have you jumped out of?
130s.
130s? That's it? You never jumped out of anything else?
No.
Then
I
how come-
skidded out of another one.
What would you skid out of?
The ones here at Wilmington are... Sorry, I have brain damage, so it takes me a minute to remember stuff. The ones here at the airport.
C-141, C-5As?
The back door. When the back door drops.
The C-141?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so then...
But most of mine I was brought in by Black Hawk or Huey to most of my missions.
All right, so then where I'm really confused is that last night when I was here, you told me that you were a test candidate that
For the stealth bomber.
With the stealth bomber, but yet you just now told me that you only jumped out of one airplane. So how could
the stealth bomber you don't jump out of, you get shot out of. And that's where I tore up my knees.
Kaplan, you know where I'm going with this, right?
I understand this.
Huh?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. You know exactly.
Yeah,
where
you're
I'm
doubting
going.
me.
Huh?
You're doubting me.
Oh, there's no doubt I'm doubting. There's no doubt I'm doubting.
Right.
Yeah.
But
because,
the things
because everything that you told me last night and everything that you told me today is a clear picture of somebody with stolen valor. And do you know what stolen valor is?
Yeah.
What?
False identification.
Yeah, false identification. I got 26 guys in my unit that I lost. So that you could stand here right now and take credit for what the hell they did.
I did nothing they did, nor will I take credit what they did.
Yeah, but
those men fall.
Yeah, they fall. But yet you stand here and you boast every day. And every day I walk by here, I listen to you telling people about these stories about you being black ops. Okay, I know what a black ops guy is. I spent 17 out of 22 and a half years.
Well, I don't want to stand here and argue with you. I'll stop talking about it so I won't insult you.
No, I want you to stop talking about it, period, with people. That's total false identification. And if you even had a uniform on right now, you know it's a federal crime? Do you know it's a federal crime to commit stolen valor?
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, don't doubt for a second I won't be calling your employer. Don't doubt for a second I won't be calling. Because right now, I'm so pissed off. My hand tremors went from being that to being totally pissed. You're lucky the guys in my club aren't here right now. Well, because it would be a lot uglier.
That's fine, and I'm backing off, and I wish you would back off as well. I'll stop, you stop, and it's over.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Thank you for talking. Thank you for stopping about my product. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that, Jeff.
No, that's okay.
Sorry about that.
I was perfectly honest with you. I never served in the military.
Why are you wearing an Army uniform then? Okay. Really? Really? Okay. So what are these? What are these? I've never. Those are corporal. Yeah. And you're a Marine. So if you're a corporal and you're a Marine, aren't Marines supposed to have? No rockers. No, not rockers, but cross rifles. Pretty sure.
That's under sergeant.
That's under sergeant. Okay. Do you have any of identification? I mean, you don't
stuff was stolen once I got down here.
It got stolen. Okay.
I have my DD-214. I got my record when I got down here.
Okay, you don't have like a CAT card or ID card. Okay.
Like I said, most of my stuff was stolen when I got down here.
Okay. So you're a Marine. You're a Special Forces Marine that is allowed to wear Army fatigues, corporal chevrons without a black undershirt, which has is that a logo? Is that an NFL logo?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm discharged.
Is that okay? So what's the beret then? Because I thought only Army wore berets.
Like I said, join Special Forces.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do have people that can verify.
You do?
Here.
Really? So they wouldn't say that this is fucked up at all. Okay.
So I have a
What is-
second. A retired
what is
second
that?
lieutenant.
I want you.
It's
What,
your defense ID.
right. What's it say on there?
Marine Corps.
It says Marine Corps, retired, right? What's the rank on that?
Lieutenant Marine. Private Lance Corporal.
Right. See, I got out as an E3 Lance Corporal in the United States Marine Corps. And what you're doing is fucked up. You know what you're doing is a federal offense, right? I have buddies that died
So
wearing the fucking Marine uniform. And you sit here to tell me that you have the fucking title. Are you fucking kidding me? You must be out of your goddamn fucking mind.
AR 670-1, I'm counting at least 13 violations, including standing here with your hands in your pockets.
He's wearing black fucking boots.
You got no patches, no tags, no rank.
Well, he does. He has rank. He has corporal rank, but he don't have the fucking cross rifles. But that's fucking corporal though, right?
That would be a corporal, yes, but except
In the United States Army. Maybe.
That would be on the PC.
Right.
That does not go there.
Right. So he's wearing a green beret
Oh, he's a fucking super sample.
with fucking, you're a fucking, what the fuck, dude? I served 4 years. I was medically discharged from the United States Marine Corps. I had a buddy that fucking died from indirect fire. And you're fucking disgracing the United States fucking military by wearing that goddamn shit. I want you to fucking go home. I want you to take that shit off before I call the fucking cops for stolen valor. Because what you are doing is a federal fucking offense. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
Go home and fucking change.
If you run into, just hear me out. You run into any tour guides for the Honda History tours, ask for one called Caleb. He will verify.
Right. So Caleb's a fucking shitbag too then.
No, retired second lieutenant.
A retired second lieutenant, and he says that this is fucking okay. I call bullshit, motherfucker.
Don't do that.
You're seriously gonna fucking sit here and tell a retired goddamn Marine that this is fucking okay? Are you like, is there something wrong with you? Were you like diagnosed with something? Because I only know people that have like a serious fucking mental illness that would actually try and pull this shit and think that it's okay. Get out of my face right now.
I'm shaking, man.
Get out of my face right now. Beyond fucked up.
So you said you're in the Army? You want to tell me about it?
Which
Like,
part?
whole thing.
Okay, let's see. About 2 weeks after I was 16, I got drafted. Family, wanted me to do it. I
Alright.
didn't want to. I wanted to be the star quarterback. Try to be the cocky motherfucker. But then it's like, I never fired a gun before.
Right.
So plus grandma would never even let me have a Nerf gun or a water gun. So it's like, I always just wanted to like piss her off. Like, honestly, I wanted to forge a signature because I could. I was really good at it. I have credit card fraud, but it's like I got all that expunged when I was young.
All right.
8 years old.
8 years old.
Facebook's kind of fucked up.
How old are you?
I'm 19. Almost.
19. So you served since you were 16 till when?
18. Friendly fire got me out.
All right.
Close range.
So you were shot?
Yeah.
Where at?
My knee.
Knee? Didn't shatter or anything?
I had surgery through it, but it's like, I've been waiting to get cleared, and it's like the doctor said, I'm trying to clear you, but they won't accept you. It's like, I'm like, fuck. But it's like, I was going for my sergeant because how they say every 2 years you can go for a new, for a rank, I was going for my rank.
Yeah.
It was like, I got, and plus my commanding officer would be like, every 4 hours, go back to your unit. I'd be like, well, I already know why. After like my first week, I already knew why. I had to shave every 4 hours. Because you know how you're supposed to be perfect, clean shaved?
Yeah, clean shaven.
It's like every time I could never get this little part. Like I never can. Even with a 5-blade, 3-blade, I'm using a 2-blade and it's like I'm razor burning it and shit, trying to get it. It's the ID, right?
It's your job.
Oh, mechanic. See, like I don't even know like all the things like that, you know. They wanted me to try a sharpshooter at one time, but it's like, you know, I've never fired a gun, so it's like they tried me out, and it's like I missed like horribly. My first time, it's like, you know how you are in that little like, you know, kind of like forest area, and they tell you to shoot.
Yeah.
I did that, and it was like that thing's the target. I'm like. I was like, I'm not a sharpshooter. They wanted me to be, but it's like, you know, after I got the hang of it, but it's like, you know, I was like 1,500 yards out when I did my first one.
All right.
I was scared.
Where'd you go overseas?
Great Britain.
Great Britain? Fought over there?
No, I wasn't fighting. No, I mean, I was just like training.
All right.
I wasn't, you know, no, I'm not, I would not go to war. I would go MIA if anything. You know, it's like, you know, if I was like, you know, my grandma was really scared when I first left, you know.
Where'd you go to boot camp at?
Florida.
Florida? What base?
I think it was Fort Knox over there.
Fort Knox?
Honestly, I don't know names, you know. That's how I am. I don't care about the name as long as, you know, I was over there.
All right.
You know, like, it's like, I'm trying to think of the lieutenant that I had. It's like, I mean, he was a motherfucker.